anyway?
Not at all. It worked to my advantage for most things. I was always quicker. People couldn't see me. So it kind of worked in my advantage for the most part.
Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. You guys know my co-host, the Bay to LA. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm feeling fantastic, man. Another one like the other one. I'm
yes,
ready.
Sir. Yes, sir. Man, before we get started, man, any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody?
Man, shout out to the Golden State Warriors, doing exactly what I said that they were going to do the beginning of this year, Other than that, I'm ready to rock and roll, brother. You got anything to say about that?
Golden State Warriors. Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing on today's episode.
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors. Hey, but Steph did hit on my parlay. So I'm good though. I'm not tripping on
shout
on
out to FanDuel too.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot going on with them as well.
So if you like Courtside, please like and subscribe to the show. But today's a special day on Courtside. A very, very special day. Like we do always, we like to bring on special guests. And we like to bring on guests who have a great insight on basketball, whether it's former players, current players, former coaches, current head coaches. It doesn't matter, right? Today, our special guest, he's right here from Central Louisiana. He played his high school basketball here at Alexandria Senior High School. Went on to play basketball on the D1 level at University of New Orleans, where he played for 4 years. Decided to come back home and realized that he wasn't done with the game of basketball. Now he's the head coach of the Tioga boys basketball program. Courtside, please help us welcome to the show, Coach Christavious Gill. How you doing today, my brother?
Man, everything good, man. It's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate y'all for inviting me on the show.
Yes.
I couldn't be more proud to be here and, just tell a little bit about how everything went down and how proud I am to be from Central Louisiana.
Gotcha, man. Appreciate it, man. Before we dive off into the show, further, man, any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody?
Yeah, just shout out my grandparents for sure, man. They without them, I wouldn't be who I am today. They just taught me, the old school way. Just have manners, be respectful, just do the right things at all times, and I appreciate y'all for that. So thank you, Catherine and Charles.
Gotcha, man. I like that, man. Hey, man, just shout out to grandparents, man. Hey, man, that's a good way to get started on Courtside, huh?
For sure.
All right, man. So let's dive into. Start off talking about your college career, man. So what was your experience like playing on the college level?
Man, it was great. The crazy thing is, like, you'll be surprised. Okay, like I'm 5'8". That's not really a usual thing that you'll see. But man, it just took a lot of hard work and dedication every day. Just like literally no days off. And people don't realize, like, 5'8". I was probably they did a little special when we went to the NCAA tournament, and I was the fourth shortest player in NCAA Division I basketball.
Guys,
so we talking 300 and some teams with 15 players.
So you say the fourth shortest. So did that deter you in any way?
Not at all. It worked to my advantage for most things. I was always quicker. People couldn't see me. So it kind of worked in my advantage for the most part, more than it hurt me.
Gotcha.
Okay. So quick question, with you playing at the University of New Orleans, are there any lessons that you got from your experience there that you teach your players now?
Just like to grind. Like,
okay,
it's nonstop, and most of the kids these days, they don't understand. Like, okay, like coach, you say like you grind and you did all these things, but like I don't get it. Like I'm still trying to understand, and I'm like, man, like it's every day. Like it's literally no days you can take off. And even if you think it's a day you're taking off, man, even getting up 30 shots, you know what I'm saying, just the minimum.
Right.
It's still you putting in some type of work and you getting better some way. So I try to preach them, just whatever you do, just do it the hardest you can. Like, no matter what it is. Just have that relentless attitude and effort every day.
Okay, so I definitely can say, players, listen, if you ain't seeing his mixtape, he getting busy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a walking bucket for sure.
Yes, sir. Walking bucket, man. And like I say, let's stay in while you playing at UNO. You down there in the Big Easy, huh? The my second home, man. So let's just talk about some of your biggest influences while you were playing down there. Who were some of your biggest influences while you was playing for the University of New Orleans?
Well, I got to build some really good relationships. And I actually had a chance to be around and be with arguably the best player in UNO history, which was Bo McCaleb. I got to be around him a lot, just to see his habits, and I got to watch like him play against Tony Parker and in like the little FIBA games or whatever. And, like he having 20 points and he like a European legend. So I got the chance to be with him and just see how it is, see how the grind is, get the grind with him. You know what I'm saying? Get to spend time around him, pick his brain a little bit, and that was a very good experience. That's probably I think the most influential guy that I got to be around when I was down there.
Gotcha.
I met a lot of people. My coach was also another person. He actually recruited me in ninth grade. So
ninth grade for real?
Yeah, that was like the icing on the cake as far as like where I'm gonna go. And like we built that relationship. Like, man, like I have no choice but to go play for this guy. Like this guy believed in me when nobody did. So that played a big part, in where I wanted to go in college. And
Gotcha.
It was 100% locked.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay, so with those influences, is there any particular one that you feel like helped shape your philosophy on coaching that you still use today?
Well, I mean, my head coach, of course, it was always this phrase he uses, just be a street sweeper. Have a blue collar attitude and work ethic, man. And I still go by that to this day. Just be a street sweeper. Just work as hard as you can until you can't no more. And that's the philosophy that we kind of go by, at Tioga, and even in my coaching style, just work, no matter what, no matter the circumstances, no matter what happens, just keep working. Don't give up. Keep your head up. Stay forward. So.
Gotcha. I like that, man.
Grind, man. Like it.
All right, we're still sticking on you being in New Orleans, man. We've been talking about your playing style. We've been talking about some of your influence and some of the things you've learned. What would you tell a player coming from Central Louisiana going to a city like New Orleans as far as all the activities and things to get into and still be able to focus on school and basketball?
Just don't let the big city get you, man. We're from Alexandria. There ain't nothing but about 50,000 people here. So, you're not really used to, a big city like that with a lot of things going on, man. And like I said, everything wasn't perfect. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and say, yeah, I had the perfect 4 years. No, man, I got there.
You want to share?
Yeah, I actually will. So I got there my freshman summer, everything's smooth. I'm trying to get used to things. And then July come, I kind of get in a little trouble. Like, I got in a little trouble. Not once, twice.
Gotcha.
So, I had to fight that, for 3 months. Like, I'm suspended for like, from August to like October. So like, I'm not practicing. I'm doing my punishment. I'm doing what I got to do to get back on the court. And I couldn't practice for like a month. So that kind of set me back a little bit, going into the season. And I started off playing a little bit, not much, But I was a freshman. I understood like I had to do my job. I had to pay my dues, But it never stopped me from working. So I say January, I was playing minimum. I was playing 12 games, 10 minutes a game, 12 minutes a game, here and there. And then something that happened to one of the guys, they got in trouble in practice one day. And it just so happened I was the next guy up. And my freshman year conference game, I go out and I score 18, 19, and then 21. And then after that, it was a wrap. I never looked back, and I started the next 3 years, and it kind of took off from there. That experience, like, I was at the lowest at one point, 18-year-old freshman, and I fought through it. I never gave up, and, it paid off. And, like, I like to tell a lot of guys that story because I could have easily gave up. I could have easily said, I'm just transferring next year. I'm just go somewhere else. But, that same guy that believed in me, I couldn't let him down. So that was a big part, man. And, I thank God for that experience. And I'm glad that happened to me. Because if it never would have happened, I would have never understood, why when I do certain things, it goes this way. And I never would have had no adversity. So that adversity was probably the biggest turning point of my life.
Your life. Gotcha, man. I like that story, man. So young athletes out there, man, if something happens, don't give up, man. Like Coach Gill just told you guys, just stick with it, work hard, accept whatever punishment is coming your way, and then just work through it and get better, man. So now let's transition into your coaching, man. What made you decide to transition from being a player to being a coach?
It was crazy. Just one day in June. So after I played in college my senior year, I actually went overseas for a year. I went and played in a country called Montenegro. So my first team, I went for training camp. Ended up having to have surgery. Like, it was like oral surgery. Like, I had like a couple of teeth. Like, I had to get pulled, but it was like a surgical manner. So I had to come back home. And I stayed home for about a month, and I ended up getting on with another team in that same country. So I ended up playing. I finished out. And when I came back, I was just working out, just getting ready to go back again, going to find my next gig, trying to figure out where I was going next. And then my high school coach, Alan Tinsley, he called me. He was like, Tay, like, I really need an assistant coach. Went to another school, and he was like, Tay, I need you, just think about, getting ready for the future. Like, I can see some things in you of being a coach, but, I think you should start getting ready a little earlier and, try to come and see what it's like 1 year with me, and then, just you figure out where you want to go from there.
Gotcha.
I took about 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, like, I think I'm going to do it. So I got a good little learning experience. I got to feel, what the kids were like, what the experience was like. And crazy thing, I sat out the whole next year. Like I had like my second child. I had to grind, give me some money, real fast. So I got a job at Hertz Rent Cars. And just so happened, my high school classmate was football coach at Tioga High School. And the coach had left. So, which was Ogie Benjamin. He had went back to a Voice Charter.
Yes.
My buddy was a football coach, knew nothing about basketball. But he ended up like just taking over, like getting the interim head coaching basketball job because like it was COVID, it was August, nobody was there. So he was like, I'm gonna take it. But it was like, I ain't taking it unless you come with me. I was like, whoa, like really? So I was like, okay, cool. I'll come with you or whatever. And then little did I not know, we did a decent job that first year. We did a decent job. I got the call, Mr. Lacombe called me in the office like, look, man, like, willing to give you a shot, see what you can do. You're young, but we're willing to take a chance and, just letting the chips fall where they fall. And kind of never look back from there.
Never look back from there. I like that. That's a good story, man. Good story.
For sure. So, when you said you were making the decision about, taking on, being an assistant coach, what was it that was, let's say, that inspired you to say, okay, I want to take this leap of faith? One, I already got the acumen because I used to play, but what made you, like, internally say, I'm going to give this a shot?
Well, it's the hardest decision of my life because I played basketball for, I'm 23 making this decision. So for the last, since I was 9 years old, 14 years, I dedicated my life to basketball. Never had a job, never did anything else but hoop. So, for me to make the decision, okay, I'm going to stop playing basketball, I'm going to still be around the game, but, I'm going to be able to teach others, around me. And, from where I'm from, that's the thing that got me. I think it got me was just being in Alexandria, Pineville area, and getting to mold the kids of a place that I grew up from. Like that sold me. So that was like really the reason that really made me want to step into coaching.
For sure.
Gotcha, man. I like that, man. So I know you spoke on some of the challenges going into it was like COVID time. You was young, you just getting off into it. And we understand COVID was a big challenge during that time for all schools, all sports on all levels. But what were some other challenges that you faced that kind of got in your way when you first started coaching?
Just getting to know the kids. So me coming in, I'm young, I'm 23, 24 years old. So I'm trying to develop this relationship with kids that's not too much younger than me. So, it's kind of hard. Like, you trying to get them to look at you as a coach figure, but they looking at you like a brother.
Gotcha.
So, it took me like 2 years to understand and, kind of get some structure, some act right to a point to where they understood the level that, hey, like, it's not a brother, it's a coach. So that was the main, steps when I first started coaching, as far as being at Tioga and being a head coach.
Gotcha. So what were some of them things that you had to do to get them to not look at you as far as like a brother? Because you guys, not say close in age, but again, they see you as that someone that they can, I guess, hang out with at times. So what were some things that you had to do?
Well, you had to basically find your identity. Like, you had to, like, structure. You had to have structure. Like, you had to, okay, well, these guys don't understand. Well, hey, you got to understand it, or it's not gonna go. Like at the first time I got there, like, I was trying to, I guess you could say, commend to them. Like, I was trying to make sure they're okay. Try to get them to understand. But it got to a point where, like, okay, like, if I really want this to be what I want it to be, or I want to develop this culture to where we go back to winning ways. Like, I got to do what I got to do. And if that means get rid of somebody,
you got to get rid of them.
We got to do what we got to do.
Gotcha.
The crazy thing is, I want to say my second year being a head coach, Man, we got rid of everybody.
Oh.
I had 3 freshmen. One was ineligible because he was outside the zone. And I had to ask my football coach, can I borrow like 4 kids off the football team just to make a team?
Just to make a team, yeah.
So, and that's when I realized, like, okay, Tay, like, you doing the right thing. Like, it's going to come along. It's going to come together. And we actually had a good 8th grade group at the junior high. So I had to make sure, I keep my fingerprint on them and make sure, they doing what they got to do because this the future right here.
It's the future, yes.
And we're currently living in that moment where they're now juniors and, like we made big steps from that time that I'm playing with 4 football players and a freshman to now where they're juniors and we just coming off a 22, 23 and 10 season in the second round. So, it's kind of evolving and it's kind of getting to where, you can see the end goal.
The end goal. Gotcha. All right, I like that, man. I like that.
I like the part where you talk about, and oftentimes we have discussed like standard, and standard isn't it's not a bad thing, and it's a good thing, and then if you can also with the standard enforce it, so okay, hey, if you don't adhere to the standard, there are things that can happen too, and I think it's cool, like you're showing those kids life lessons, that hey, listen, if you don't abide by certain standards, hey, adverse things can happen.
Correct.
But if you program and you get with the program, you can flourish. We've oftentimes looked back at our journey in podcasting. We've been on over a year now.
Well, right at a year. Yeah, right at a year. Yeah.
And we look at how we are today and how much we have grown and whatnot. So my question would be, how do you feel like day one of coaching to where you are now? What are some growth things that you've seen within your coaching style from day one when you first started?
Just the maturity and like the consistency. So like in order to build structure, like you got to have some consistency. Like you can't just go out there one day and say, okay, I'm gonna be hard on these guys. And then the next day, no, I'm not gonna be hard on them. I'm gonna let them pass. And, I'm gonna let them miss the time by an inch. Like you have to be consistent. And that comes with maturity. Like you have to mature and realize, like, hey, like it's not about making this kid happy. It's about making sure this kid knows that he has to do what he has to do. Because not only is that going to affect him now, because you let him slide or you let him do what he want to do, but when he get in the real world, like you get a boss, they ain't go just let you do what you want to do. Like you have to abide by rules that your boss gives you.
Right.
And if you don't, then you get fired.
You're right, man. I like that, man. And I'm glad you understand your growth from now until then. Cause like the base say, when we first started off, we thought we was good.
Yeah.
But then we see the progression and we go back and watch old tape and old film. Like kind of like basketball. You watch film, you study, you see the mistakes, you see where you can get better. And we're constantly doing that. And I can tell as a coach that one of the things that you always do, you always go back and see how you can get better so you can make your players better. So let's talk about your vision. All right, coaching, that's all good. You talked about the 2010 season last year, going to the playoffs, and that was the first time in how many years?
That was the first time we got a playoff win.
Playoff win. I'm sorry. Yes,
8 years.
8 years, man. So let's talk about that vision. So, what is your vision moving forward for the Tioga program as far as basketball is concerned?
I mean, my expectations high.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we built some groundwork. Like we got where we want to be. But like, I mean, the ultimate goal, win a state championship.
Gotcha.
You're preparing to like, hey, we want to go to Lake Charles. Like we want to win a state championship. Like that's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the ultimate goal. But just trying to sustain, this winning culture. Like, hey, we winners. Like no matter what you say or what you think, like you got to put a little bit of respect on Tioga name.
Yes, you do.
Gym.
Yes,
like, we I feel like, what I'm saying, we worked and we deserve a little bit of respect. You know what I'm saying, just a little bit. But that the ultimate goal is always to win a state championship. And I mean, the ultimate goal is to build young boys into young men.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Whether it's, hey, making sure, hey, like for example, I walked in the gym randomly a week ago. Report cards came out about a week ago, so I just walked in the gym. They ain't even know. I walk in the gym, like everybody come, just everybody on the line like normal. Just talk to you. Pull out report cards. Hey, this, you got this running, you got that running. They like, man, I didn't even know like that. Nah, like, yeah.
I'm paying attention. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, you don't know I was Talk to that teacher.
talk to
You
your
don't know I was
teachers.
looking at that grade, so they all surprised. But the good thing is we had like a 3.15
I seen
GPA.
it. I seen you post that, and that's good because, like I say, you're developing student athletes first, and that's a good thing because, like I said, I tell my son all the time because he's in college now playing football for UL, and it's like student athletes first. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like if you don't handle it in the classroom, you're not gonna be able to do it on the field. So I'm glad that you're able to push that down to your kids, to your players, and not only that, but like I said, as a whole, you guys are doing well academic wise, man. So I commend you for that, for help pushing them kids, and then talking to the teachers and letting them know, like, hey, if something happens, let me know. That way we can kind of rectify the situation because the season is about to start. And if you get the academic right, the basketball is going to take care of itself.
100%.
Yes.
And like I like to brag on my teachers too because they do a really good job at what they do, man. And I mean, I have the utmost respect for them. Administration, teachers, they do a great job. And if y'all see this interview, yes, I'm bragging on y'all. Y'all do a good job. And the boys really love y'all, and they talk very highly of y'all. So I appreciate all y'all do.
That's good.
So
Hey man, so let's jump into as far as the community. We all know this area is high on sports. All right, they're big on sports. They're big on their athletes. They're big on their sons, their daughters. So what are some things that you're doing to help promote community in with your place, but also develop them as well?
Well, we do a basketball camp. And we're one of the few schools that do it. We do a basketball camp every summer. It's a week-long basketball camp. And, I mean, it's any kid in the area. Like, we invite them all. It don't matter what school they go to. They all come in. It's from the ages of 5 to 13. And we want to try to do it 2 times a year, spring break and the summer. But it's a great environment, man. Like, I literally get kids that come up to me. I can be, in Walmart or something. I get a kid, hey, that's Coach Tay from basketball camp. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to make it a rememberable experience for everybody. And just even some of my players been to camp. So like just been around me, like they already got a sense of like, hey, like it's a good guy. Like I like being around him. I like what he's doing. So it kind of works.
Gotcha.
In my favor, in their favor, So.
And not only that, but you also play as well, don't it?
Oh yeah.
You stick it out there. Yeah, I'm saying. So go ahead. Let's get in that. Because I remember you. I know a while back we was playing in the league and drop prom.
Yeah.
And we had put a team, man, from with the base leader course. Remember, I don't know if you remember, we had the Miami Heat.
I do remember.
Yes.
I do remember.
We didn't win any games, but we had a good time, man. So do you still get out there, and how impactful is that on your players to see you get out there? Because most coaches, and no shade on no coaches, but most coaches can't really get out there and play and participate in practice or run a 5-on-5. They can talk it, but can you get out there and talk it and do it at the same time? So how impactful has that been for you and your players?
Well, I mean, in the past, I have got out there with them, but this year I kind of toned it down. Since we had that alumni tournament in July, I haven't played since.
Since then, yeah.
I haven't played since. I've been grinding. Like, I've just been in a mode where, I finally feel like, we got a good chance to be special. So, like, I just been grinding, just trying to figure out a way. How can I do this? How can I do that? How can I be better at this? How can I be better at that? How can I put them in a better position to be successful? And I haven't even had time I haven't even thought about it.
Gotcha.
Plus my kids. So, when I ain't got time, when I ain't doing basketball, I ain't at work. I'm with the kids.
The kids, yes.
So what role do parents play, in the progression of the program?
Luckily, in my program, I got the best parents in the world.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about nothing. When I say nothing, I mean, I don't have to worry about a parent coming saying, why my son not doing this? Never.
Yeah.
The group of parents I got now, like, they're remarkable, man. Like, anything I need, the kids need Gatorade, they need water. I ain't got to ask. They see something they don't like or something that they feel like we need, they going to get it. No questions asked. So,
well, that's good. Yeah.
And they support. Like, they show up at games, away games, home games, loudest people in the gym. Man, anything I need, like, I barely have to ask. Like, it's just like I have so much respect for them. They have so much respect for me that they just do it.
And that's good, man. And that's good because when you can have parents that can show up for the players, for the team, it takes a lot of pressure off you. That way you can just focus on basketball,
100%.
Focus on coaching them, help raising them, being young, great men. But that parent support is key because now we feel like a family. And the parents are going to make sure that the kids, your players, are doing what they need to do to make sure that they're passing their assignments. They're coming to practice, they're showing up, and they're working hard. So having that overall team concept on the court and off the court is a great thing to have. So let's transition into player development. So and which we kind of touched on it a little bit. But let's talk about some things that you're helping to develop your young talent on and off the court. So what are some things that you're doing?
Well, I mean, we're getting it in, of course. I got a little guard. He just reminded me of myself.
What's his name?
A lot to you, Caden Hardy, number 10. He a little shorter than I was. He about 5'5" now. Man, he shoot a lot. He might shoot better than me.
Gotcha.
And I was a great shooter.
Yeah.
But man, he do some stuff that people say, okay, like Tay, you did that, but like I don't remember. Like I was playing. Like I'm in the moment, so I don't get to see myself.
All do like they do now. Yeah. Now
So,
it's easy for them to see it. Yeah.
I get to watch him every day, and I see like, man, like you pulling from almost half court, like, and it's like no conscience, no. And I'm sitting there not saying, and I'm like, he gonna make it. Like if you a coach and you like, bro, that's a bad shot. I'm like, I ain't gonna even say that.
You're not gonna say nothing, because you don't want to kill that confidence. You don't want to kill it. Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just there. Like he just feels so comfortable. He feels so free. And I want him to feel like you free, so that when it's a pressure moment, hey, you ain't worried about coach in your ear telling you what you need to do or what you shouldn't do. Like I feel free. And if it's something that he does out of the ordinary, like he knows that, like, okay, like I got you, I understand. And I tell him all the time, I don't care. I don't really care about you missing. Miss it. If you miss 5 or 6, shoot it again.
Shoot it again. Yeah.
You gotta guard. You go guard. If you ain't gonna do nothing, you go guard.
You gonna guard. Yeah.
So man, just watching him every day, at practice, and I'm learning, like, man, like, just doing pretty good.
Pretty good.
Like he give me some flashes of myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and people don't understand and believe me when I say, okay, like this guy got a chance to be better than me, but. People be like, nah, like, Tay, you was really good. And I'm like, man, like, nah, like, y'all need to come see this for yourself. Come see them play,
yes.
So, he's just one of the guys that I got to see, develop from, a little 5'1" freshman who started as a freshman by the way, to 5'5" junior that he is now, second team all district last year.
Come on.
Averaged like 18 a game for us.
That's good. Yeah,
5'5" at the highest level.
Yeah, the highest level. Yeah, he a dog. Yeah. We definitely have to come check him out.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, we got to be on the lookout.
Oh yeah.
So, how do you help players, deal with adversity? Let's say they get into a slump or something like that. What are some things that you help to get them out of that funk?
Well, I just talk words of encouragement. Just keep them encouraged, man. One-on-one meetings, like if we have the game,
right?
Call them up, like like. No, what's up? Like, how you feeling? Like, what's going on outside of basketball? Like, it might be some outside of basketball. I don't know. So I'm like, bro, like, what's going on? Like, you good? Like, how everything good? Like, what you need? You need something? Like, what's up? Like, and they get to talking, they get to venting a little bit, and then you kind of get to the bottom of it, and then you just make sure they good at all times. Check on them, every day for the next 5 days. Make sure he's straight. Make sure, what I'm saying, just pull him to the side. At practice, talk to him, give him some words of encouragement, like, good job. See something, try to find anything you can find that's positive.
Yes.
And tell him that he did a good job.
Did a good job at it, yeah.
So, and just, even if you do something wrong, you still stay on him. You still be consistent.
Yeah.
But, make sure whenever you do something good that you put a little extra.
Put a little extra on, yeah. Man, that's kind of like some good old military training, huh?
For real. As I'm listening to you, you talking about coaching, I mean, you wear so many hats. Mentor, coach, hey, sometime enforce if they got to run laps and, done something wrong. I mean, you're doing so much just being a coach. Like, how do you handle all that? Because that's a lot. We ain't just talking about one person. We talking about the whole team.
The whole team.
Man, I mean, it just feel like it don't even feel like a job. It just feel like I'm just made to do it.
Made to do it,
And on top of that, I got good assistant coaches. One of my assistants, Chester Borderline, he been with me for the past 2 years, man. And he make my job a lot easier. Because he the guy, what I'm saying, like, he on him. So sometimes he on him, and they come to me, they be like, man, Coach tripping. But then most of the time, I be on him. So they go to Coach Chester and be like, Coach, man, he tripping. Like, what's up? What's going on? Like what I'm doing wrong? And you know what I'm saying? He go tell them, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna tell them what they need to hear, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He gonna tell them straight up, like, this is what you did wrong.
This what you did wrong.
Don't come to me with that. You did this wrong. You know what I'm saying? But he might say it in a little nicer way to me.
Nice way.
You know what I'm saying?
But players don't understand, like, if your coach is not saying nothing to you, man, then you need to be worried.
Something wrong.
Something wrong. But if he's constantly getting on you, that means he or she sees something in you that he or she is trying to get out of you. So and I'm glad that you see that in your players and you not just giving them a pass because they're good. Like you're trying to get them to that next level, man. And with that, man, let's transition to your perspective of the game. We know you're not that far removed from college, like most coaches. No shade coaches, all right. But and we know the game has changed a little bit, all right. So how are you adapting to the new ways the game of basketball is been played now?
Luckily, I got the tail end of it. Like I got the tail end of learning. Like it's more gory than now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's a lot of 5 out as opposed to having true post players like in the past.
Yeah. That 5 and the 9 and the true center. Yes.
It's an adjustment, and I like to mimic a little bit. I watch a lot of college basketball. I watch a lot of college, so I like coaches like I like Kelvin Sampson. I like Ty Golden at Florida. Like I like coaches that what I'm saying. I like to watch their game. I like to watch their practice. I like to watch the way they do stuff. I try to like mimic some of the things they do. So it definitely has changed. And it's more guard basketball, which it works in my favor.
It works in your favor because you're a guard, so you understand that concept. So which is good. Yes, like I said, it is more guard dominant. You shoot more threes now. That post game is kind of irrelevant now. So your big man is more. You still have them down low, but again, if they can shoot that 10 and 15 footer, you got you something. So like I said, the game has evolved. So what would you say to coaches who are having a hard time adjusting to the new style?
I mean, I don't know what I really tell them, honestly, because I don't know their philosophy. I don't know the way, just the way they do what they do.
Yeah.
Some may be stuck in the old school way of, hey, like we go feed the post, we go to play two bigs at all times. You know what I'm saying? We go play slow, we go slow it down, we go run these sets, and it might be other guys say, hey, we go play tempo, and that's another thing too.
Yeah.
Playing fast, they play fast.
Yeah.
So, and we play fast as well. So I like it. I love it. Because in Louisiana, you got to think about it. Ain't too many big men.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not. And especially in this era, like I say, the two I know right off the top of my head will be Curvin and Tyshawn. So them will be the two biggest ones off the top of my head. And I'm pretty sure, is there any more bigs as far as their sizes?
Nah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just them two. Yeah. So like I say, so those are the two bigs. And again, you look at Tyshawn, he can stretch it out. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot the three. He can beat you off the dribble. Curving, he can come outside the paint. So again, you're talking about players that's 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
Who if they played on the college level now, the adjustment wouldn't be too hard for them. Again, it's still gonna be adjustment, but they should be able to adapt to it pretty quickly. So that's the new style. When I was in school, if you was 6'3", you was in the paint. So it's different now. But again, I had coaches that when I played, matter of fact, Duke Allgood, he was my high school basketball coach in my last 2 years, and I had a coach I can't remember for my first 2 years, but I know his name. I just can't think of it right now. But Coach Allgood, he wanted us to be fast, and this was back in 2002, 2003. He wanted us to play fast, up and down, that fast pace. And now in the area where it would slow it down, walk it down, point guard, you walk it down. You can, on the fast break, you get it, you stop. Not fast break, but off a rebound, you get it, you stop. Let everybody go. You walk it down. You big a flash to the post, and you dump it in. You play inside out. Now it's totally different. So I've enjoyed the evolution of the game, but sometimes I do wish at times that it will go back in just to kind of to develop, I guess, a dominance in the paint and then work your way out. But again, the game has changed, so you have to adjust to how players are approaching the game now 100%. As well. Yeah.
And speaking about how the game has changed, is there one particular thing you feel like kids need to be working on, especially when you look at the high school to college transition? Is there one thing you say, okay, hey, this is what kids really need to work on that they may not really be touching on or may be missing?
Absolutely. As a high school coach,
man, it's like I've been waiting on that all.
Absolutely. And it's probably my biggest pet peeve that I've been seeing lately, man. Some people will feel offended, but I mean,
go ahead.
It is what it is.
Be on court side. Let's get it.
So
exclusive.
Man, too much AAU ball, man. Not enough training.
Yes.
Not enough. Like we're putting kids playing AAU that barely know the fundamentals.
Come on now.
We need to get in the gym and spend that money that we spend on AAU tournaments and AAU fees.
Yes.
And get with some guys that know some basketball that can train your kid to properly dribble with the right hand, properly dribble with the left, properly shoot a layup, properly have the footwork to get the triple threat stance.
Come on now, because you right, man. Because our AU basketball growing up was going out to the park. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you playing against the park legends. That was your AAU basketball. Like if you can beat that crew that just graduated high school, they got their 5 players. They always show up together. Yep. They always play together. And when they get on the court, they running the court the whole time. Matter of fact, we just play in LeCount on Sundays, and the Speed Brothers used to come down every Sunday. And I tell you, when them cats got on the court, they was not getting off the court. But again, that was your AAU in the summertime. Like that was you perfecting your craft, working on your game, working on granted. So you had and the Speed Brothers, they was tall, Eric Speed and them. They big, so you wasn't going to the paint. So you had to work on shooting.
Yes.
You had to work on beating somebody off the dribble. So like you say, and I agree with you with this too much AAU, because these league organizers, man, how you have and matter of fact, I was watching video earlier and they was talking about it was a showcase for 11U. How you showcasing 11-year-olds when you got players in high school can't even get to because of the portal and because of things like that. So again, if we go back to the fundamentals and work on, it's like triple threat. A lot of them don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Dribbling with your right, dribbling with your shooting a left hand layup. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Bounce pass, chest pass. You know what I'm saying? The fundamentals. They think we see Steph Curry, we see Klay Thompson, we see LeBron, we see all these great players, but they all started fundamentals. Like their game evolved, but like you say, you see a lot of players trying to be that style or play that way now,
right? And
you hadn't even got with the basics. So I like you saying that coming from a high school coach. Yes,
I'm gonna say it how it is, man. like I said, like I get kids all the time, like, can't do a left hand layup, and I'm like, bro, you in high school can't do a left hand layup, but you was just playing AAU with so and so, like how that work?
How that work? Yeah,
I don't understand when you should have been putting in time, getting in the gym.
Yep.
It don't make sense to me, but at the same time, that ain't for me to judge. At the same time, as a high school coach, and not just for me, for any other high school coach, like that's not something that you want to teach a freshman. How to do left hand layup, they should have learned it.
They should have learned that. 5th grade. Yep. That junior high, that left hand layup, man. Because I know coach used to make us on left hand side, left hand layup.
Yes.
If you shot with the right hand, it was a down and back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's get on the line. And the whole team running down and back until you learn how to shoot that left hand layup. Now I see it, they just get it up. Just as long as it go in, everything is good, man. Everything is good, man. All right, man. So let's transition to like some of your future goals, man. So we know right now you're the head coach at Tioga. What are some of your short term and long term goals?
I mean, of course, that short term goal, which I want to happen really fast. Mm-hmm. I want to win a state championship one day. Like that's my short term goal, of course. Just in the sports world, just I want to win one. I want to see what that feel like. I want to feel the joy, not only for me but for the players.
For the players, yes.
For the community, the school. Just I want to feel that joy and how that really feels. Like,
yes.
To be the last team standing, the last guy standing, the guys that we put in. Man, we put in work every day. Mm-hmm. I'm talking June, July, August, September, October, like work.
Yes.
And I want to see it pay off for everybody.
Gotcha.
So that's definitely the short term goal. And the long term, man, I haven't even looked that far. And I really don't look that far to a certain extent because I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm good, where I'm at, like physically. Like
that's a good
Tioga,
answer.
like I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't leave right now. Like
I
love it where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So if you talk a long term goal, like I don't plan on going nowhere. Unless somebody say otherwise, but if I do what I gotta do, like I don't want to go nowhere.
It's where you're gonna be at.
It don't matter who come and say, hey, like we want you here. Like I'm where I want to be.
Where you want to be.
I'm where I get treated well. Like they treat me good. Like I don't have to want for nothing.
And that's good. That's good.
I like that. So you're gonna be legendary in the city.
That's it, huh?
That's what's up.
Legendary at Tioga.
Yeah.
That's my spot. That's my place. You know what I'm saying?
I like that, man. Hey, man. Great show, man. Debate before we go, man. Any last comments? Any last questions? You wanna?
Man, listen. Hey, y'all watch out. Coach gonna do an amazing job. I'm just excited, man. I'm ready for everything to begin. We're gonna show up and show out. We definitely gonna support you.
100%.
In Tioga, hey, man. Y'all represent. Y'all see y'all coach. Make him proud.
Yes, sir. He made his head. He been representing for y'all on the show today, man. Coach, man. Anything you want to lead or anything you want to say?
I do want to give a shout out to somebody who's been, one of the biggest influence in my coaching career. And that's my guy, Lance Brasher, man. Like,
yes,
it's crazy. People can say what they want, you know. Very reserved guy. Like, he don't talk much.
Mm-hmm.
He don't say, you're not a man of many words. But, man, like, I don't know if I would be where I'm at right now, you know, without him. Just without that every day. Like, man, we talk every day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we talk every day. So it's like, you know, he tell me, and the crazy thing is, like, he don't tell me what I want to hear. Like, you know, like, sometimes you want to hear some good stuff, but, like, nah, he really straight to the point.
To the point, yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, like, I get it. Like, I get it. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually had a chance to be with them when they won a state championship at Ash. I was helping out. Like, I wasn't, you know, teaching at the school. Like I said, I was working at Hertz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was trying to just had a child. I was trying to, you know,
get right. Yeah.
But I had a chance to help out with them. I got me a ring too. So, you know, I got me a ring with the team. But just, man, I appreciate everything you do every day, man. The words of encouragement, the words just chewing me out. Hey, like, you ain't doing this. You need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be tougher. You need to, you know what I'm saying? So, like, but like, he big part of, you know, me growing.
Gotcha.
Me understanding, like, me knowing that, hey, Tate, like, I ain't finna tell you what you want to hear. This is what you need to hear. Like, this is what you need to do.
Gotcha,
you know
gotcha.
And as me, you know, me coming from me, like, I'm not taking it as, like, you know what I'm saying, he tripping. Like, he just telling me that because he don't like me, like, hate me. I'm taking it as, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he telling me, he teaching me.
Teaching you as
know
well, yeah.
So I'm a student. Like, I'm learning the game from him. I'm learning the different things that he do. I observe him. I watch what he do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that helps me out a lot.
Gotcha.
So, you know, like, he been a big part. And, you know, even like with Coach Smith, like, I observe things he do. Like, you talking about a Hall of Fame.
Come on now.
Like,
Yeah, for sure. Now. Yeah. A living legend for real.
Yeah. Just act like, you know what I'm saying, this dude not in the Hall of Fame. Like, I got the utmost respect for him. I didn't play for him in high school, played against him, but, like, the utmost respect. Like, I don't want it to just be about, like, when you talk about high school coaches around here, I want to show them some love and give them their flowers, man.
Give them their flowers.
Yeah.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right. You're definitely right.
Coach Smith, man, I got the utmost respect for him.
For sure.
I love what you did for the city. And whenever you retire and you walk away, I honestly don't know how anybody around here gonna handle it. You know, just in the basketball world. I don't know how to
you can't replace it.
You can't replace it. Yes. You can't replace it, man. Yeah, but appreciate that, man. But also, it would make it a whole lot sweeter to beat them this well this year,
100%.
right?
100%. That's always the goal.
Don't get it twisted.
That's always the goal. Don't get it twisted. That's always the goal.
That's always the goal.
I'm waiting on my first little Peabody dub. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's coming, man.
I get one of them, man. That's gonna be.
Yes,
it's gonna be special.
It's gonna be special, man. And Courtside will be in the building.
Oh, that's gonna be a game.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
You guys have been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 100. Guys know my co-host, the Bay to LA. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.